What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Vibes, presented by Vigilant Videography. I'm your host, Ethan Weiner. Let's jump right into it. Who do we got today?
Hi guys, my name's Jessica Gallegos. People call me Baby Doll 505, and then we have the lovely Chloe here with me today.
She's so adorable. I'm so glad you brought her. I'm so glad you brought her.
Yes.
So tell me where you're from originally.
So originally, I was born in Alamogordo, and then when I turned 2, I had moved back down to Albuquerque, and then my dad ended up meeting my stepmom, and from there we ended up moving to Belen. So I've kind of been back and forth from Belen to Albuquerque.
That's nice. Do you like Albuquerque more? Or?
Honestly, I like Albuquerque because there's a lot more to do, but if I had a choice to live, which one, it would be in Belen, just because it's a lot more quieter.
Mm-hmm. Is Belen a small town? I've never been there.
Yes, it's like a village.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
okay. How far is it? How far away?
About 30 minutes.
Okay, not bad. Yeah, and I always see, because I've met some people from there, and they're always like, yeah, there's so much more happening in Albuquerque, and I was like, I didn't know. Yeah. I'm from a big city, so I don't know like smaller towns and all that, but that's cool. That's dope. So so you just kind of moved out here? Nothing really originally brought you out here?
No, I just came out here. I mean, my grandmother lives out here. My mom lives out here. My cousins live out here. The only people that live in Belen is my stepdad and my stepmom and my dad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, so wait, so you're not, I don't know why I thought you were going to be, so when you were at the car show, you're not from Espanola, you just went there and all that stuff. What brought you out there? Just to see?
Yeah, just for the scene. I'm actually everywhere in the community. I like to travel a lot. Like tomorrow, I'm actually headed out to Arizona.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, no, I see you be like everywhere with like everyone and stuff. So tell them, what do you do? What's a little bit about what you do? Because you're a model, you're an influencer on social media, like all this stuff. Yeah.
So I'm a model, influencer, promotion, branding. I'm my own, I guess you could say, like I'm trying to have my own little business. Okay. I sell my own clothes. I make them and then I'll go and I'll sell them. Like even with shoes, these ones I actually made myself. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, yeah. Those are dope.
Yeah. So I try to get that going, but since I'm so much into everything, it's kind of hard. So
it's hard to balance for sure.
Yeah. So like when people like ask me, oh hey, can you make me this, or you think you could do that, then that's when I like jump in and I'm like, all right, I got you, and I'll go and do it. But
it's fun like putting your all, and for me at least, when I like do a project, I'm like all in on that project, and I'm like I'm so distracted, and I'm like falling behind on everything else. I'm like, oh shit, dude, like I shouldn't. But that one project is done really cool. They're like, oh, I love this, dude, I fucking love it. But then everything else is like falling around me. I'm just like, I get that. So a little bit about your brand. So how did you start that up?
So when I was actually with one of my friends, they had a brand going, and they were telling me, because I had made my own baby doll stickers so I could pass around and give to people. Right. And they were like, that's a really cool picture. They're like, you should put that on a shirt, and I bet you people would buy it. And I was like, and I was like, that's true. And then on February, I did like a little giveaway for my followers. And I did because I make these bandanas that have like either your name or just like anything that you want on it, pretty much.
Do you like hand make them?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, that's not. I mean, because a lot of people do clothes for sure, but not a lot of people hand make them or like do their own stuff. Because I saw that, I was like, you can't order those shoes anywhere, and I'm like, that's really cool. That's really cool.
I'm very creative. I like to be out there. I like to make things different. So I never really seen anyone make like bandanas with designs on them or anything like that. So I was like, well, let's try that. Let's do that. It's quick, it's easy, you know what I mean? Get it out there. People could hang it on their cars. They could wear it. They could put it on their walls. Like they could do a lot of stuff with it. So I started doing that. I posted it, and I actually got like a good reaction to it. And I was like, maybe my friend was right. I was like, maybe I should like dabble into it a little bit.
Right.
So I did that, and then after that, I made like my own stickers, because I had went to Arizona last month, and I was in a super show for that. And I was like, I should make myself stickers so everyone knows like who I am and what
Yeah,
I'm about.
exactly right. It's good promo for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so I added like a little QR code that like you click on it and it takes you to all my social medias, my email, anything like that. It gives you a little bio of who I am and like what I do and what I could offer.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's dope.
it went on, and then I also made calendars.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay. So really just like diversifying everything.
Yeah, it was just like something that people could use, like an everyday thing, and then everyone loves stickers and then posters. So
I mean, if
why
it's
not?
something someone's using and it just has your brand on it, they're gonna think of you. They'll be like, oh, you know, I should hit them up. Even if they're not wanting to, they're like, oh, like, you know, I should hit them up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, facts.
And it was so cool because like on my posters, I had posted a picture of myself with the car, lowrider car. And in the lowrider industry, it's kind of tough because like if that's not their car, they ain't gonna really want nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Oh, so it wasn't like you didn't know the person or anything?
Yeah, so I was like, oh no, I was like, I should have chose a different picture instead of putting me with someone else's car, because everyone's gonna be like, well, that's not my car. Why would I want to buy that picture?
Yeah.
So when I went out there, I was just like, dang, I was like, hopefully let's see what like happens, if I'm able to like get them out there or not. And actually, like the second day that I was out there on my show, I was gone. I was sold out of all my posters.
Oh,
yes.
Shit, that's
so
dope.
I was
that's
like
dope.
super happy. I was like,
well, did you start making it for like people's cars? Like,
yes.
Did you, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
So it was really cool. I got a lot of love out there, so I was really happy. I was like, dang. Because when people come up to me and they're like, hey, I know you, or they're like, I seen you the other day, stuff like that makes me smile, big time, and it gets me so excited. Like yesterday, I was on set for The Cleaning Lady.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I know someone. Yeah, someone else is on set. That's dope.
So it was so cool because when I got there, a lot of people recognized me, and then they were like, "Oh, your baby doll grinds my gears," and I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you." And me, when people like notice me, I'll go up to them and I'll talk to them and I'll get to know them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know, it was such an amazing feeling because I'm like, dang, I'm on set of The Cleaning People and people recognize me. I was like, I feel famous here.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It was really cool.
No, that's a dope vibe. That's a dope vibe for sure. It's like, because when you put stuff out there, you don't know how much people actually retain it, or you know, like you can get a bunch of likes and that's a good feeling too. But when people really like see you and meet you, and also when you just connect with a fan in general, that's just like super big. And be like, oh, like that's a nice collaborative energy for sure. So do you interact or do you do a lot of stuff with your fans?
Yes, I try to do as much collabing as I can, or even just shout outs for them, just to get them out there. I don't know, I like to help my community. I'm into everything. I'm into fashion shows, commercials, movies, charities, like I'm into all of it. So the more and more I get to know people and see what they're about and what they do, if they tell me anything, like one of my friends I just seen outside before I came here, and he was giving away food for the homeless, and I was like, if you ever need any help, let me know, and I would love to join you guys. So anytime I see opportunity like that, I'm like, let me know and I'll be there.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what we need though too, because a lot of people just around Albuquerque, like in all the industries, honestly, if people have just been working together and collaborating and going across platforms that they don't even do, or like it's like, oh, I do rap, or like, oh, I own a business, but let's just like collab or whatever. People have been like really coming together, and I feel that has a lot of like, it's gotten a lot of growth in Albuquerque for sure, because a lot of like businesses are booming, people are booming, like social media is like getting up there, and like it's actually being noticed, because I feel like there hasn't been a ton of recognition for Albuquerque, like in general, but people are, and when I came here from the city, I was like, why is that? Like, what's going on? There's nothing going on here? And then everyone's like, fuck no, we're doing hella shit here, bro. Like we're like working our asses off. I'm like, for real. So that's what I'm saying. So everyone should be just like working together and really putting the time and effort, not just in yourself, but into each other. Like, oh, like I know this, or I know this model, like get her on your shoot. So, you know, it's like she'll kill it. So that's the kind of collaboration we need for sure.
And then when people give me that opportunity, I'm just so grateful for it, because I'm like, you really didn't have to, you know what I mean? So it's nice when people do give me that opportunity, because I know how it feels, you know what I mean? So when people come to me and they ask me, I'm like, sure, why not? You know what I mean? Because I know how it is. Like
when you can.
Yeah.
And that's so how'd you get on The Cleaning Lady?
So one of my friends, I had seen that she had got onto it, and at the time I didn't know her. Wait, okay, sorry about that. I didn't expect her to start barking. My apologies. Calm
So
down.
funny. You okay? It's good guard dog.
Chloe.
Good guard dog.
Thank you. You seen him.
It's getting away. Yeah.
But so I didn't know her at the time, and I had messaged her, and I was like, hey, I was like, how did you happen to get onto the cleaning lady?
Yeah.
And she didn't see my message for like 5 days, and I was like, oh no, and I was like, I'm probably just gonna have to look into it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ended up doing all my research, went through it, and I found through New Mexico casting company, that's how you're able to get on with onto the sets of what they have going on down here.
Right.
And so I applied, and from there they ended up calling me, and then they would be like, they told me, they were like, you would be a great fit for one of the cocktail waitresses. And then I was like, okay. I was like, well, let's do it. And then they were like, okay. So I did that, and then I also got signed up for a casino event planner for it, but that one I haven't done yet. So I'm just waiting for them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Are you on the IATSE list too?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say, because that's why I've been like doing all that. I had to get like my residency here first, and they're a lot. But once you're in, like, it's good. Once you're in, you're good. But then it's like, that's fire. That's fire.
As long as you get your foot in the door, that's where you can take off.
For real. Like, whatever you want to do. Like, so do you want to like go? Are you looking to go more in the film industry? Like, do you want to go that route, kind of?
Honestly,
or you don't know
I'm
yet?
like, I love learning new things, so I'm open to anything.
Right,
anything that I could sink my hands into in my brain and just learn, I'm all for it. So being on that film, it was cool because that was the first time. I mean, like, I've done commercials, I've done like little promo videos for people, but it's way different.
Yeah.
It's super different.
When you're on set, it's like completely just like crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, and one of the guys that was a director there, I was talking to him, and he's like, I do all kinds of shows. He's like, the next one that I'm going to be doing is Burning Man. And I was like, that's so awesome. And he's like, I have lots of fun. He's like, I'm into everything. He's like, I do EDM concerts, I do this, I do that. And I was just like, that's so awesome. I was like, that's the type of life that I want to be in.
It's really hard to just have like one like set job, because you're not gonna like, you'll get it here and there, but you have to be like, you have to be willing to do whatever.
Yes. You have to explore, you have to get out there.
Exactly. And especially on set, like, even if you just go in as like a background actor or like an actor or whatever, like, there's so many jobs. Like, you could be like, yo, what is he doing right there? And then just dive into that rabbit hole, and just, there's so many opportunities around set. It's like super good.
When I was listening to him talk, I was just like, this is so cool, I need to get in this. I was like, get me more involved.
Exactly.
So when he was done talking, I actually had my business cards with me, and I was like, well, since I got to know you, here's a little something about me. And I handed him my card, and he was like, are you interested? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm interested. And then he was like, all right. He's like, good to know you. He's like, and then he got my name. I told him a little bit about myself, and then he was like, yeah. He's like, I seen you taking off places. He's like, you have a good head on your shoulders. And I was like, thank you. Yeah.
That's fire. Yeah. And that's the thing. You have to always, when you go somewhere, you have to be able to give people something. Like, you can't just, if you go into set, like, that's awesome, act and everything, but then be able to offer them more, like, why should you come back? And exactly, like, giving a business card and giving that connection, be like, hey, if you need anything, I'm here for you. Just whatever, like, let me know. It's
that
like, that's
is
what you gotta do.
Every time.
And keeping business card, not a lot of people do that. That's really smart. Like, I keep my business cards too on me all the time. Like, I went to I got an opportunity to go on the set of Loud House, and that was like, that was really cool. And I was just like, to the director, I was like, hey, like, here's my card. If you need anything, let me know. Like, he's like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, camera. He's like, all right, I give it to the camera department. I'm like, that's fire.
So exciting.
So it's like just the connection, even like giving people the connection and giving them an opportunity, because you never know when someone's gonna be like, oh, like, shit, they didn't show up, or we need someone, like, who gave you that business card the other day? I saw them hand it to you. Be like, oh, so and so. So no, that's fire.
And that's crazy that you say that, because I actually applied for the Loud House.
Oh, really?
So I'm just waiting for them to contact me.
That's so it's a really lively set. It's really cool. It's
that's so
awesome.
exciting.
No, they're really cool. They're doing big things, and that's cool too, because they're one of the only as far as I know, except for, like, productions come in and out, but as far as like long term, as far as they've been here, like no one's really doing that yet in Albuquerque,
No.
and they're trying to do that. And the reason why,
Yes.
actually, they're talking to me because they like you have to most sets have, you know, like just the front of like houses and stuff like that, like just
Yes.
that, and then they can like build it up, keep it there
Mhm.
for a while, and just super cheap. But
Mhm.
here, a lot of people have to like build a whole house or like build the whole thing because it's so
Yes.
windy. Because they did that at first, then they kept like it blew all over. So people have to build like full houses, full communities, and full sets to really shoot a show. But
Yeah, they
they're
do.
doing it, and they have like a big lot, and they're putting on for a lot of Albuquerque. Because
Yes.
more people are starting to come here too and like
Oh
do
yeah.
that for sure.
Big time. I
sure.
feel like Albuquerque is becoming the new Hollywood.
No,
For
for
sure.
real. I think that too. I think that
Yeah.
too. Because no one wants to like hire, like if they can hire locals, they're hire locals. Like they don't
Mhm.
want to, if they want to come here when it's cheaper to
Mhm.
like shoot right now at least. But then they want to hire here instead of flying someone out from LA and like paying for all their stuff for 6 months, and then, you know, so it's way easier to get locals. And if you're
Yes.
in that local community and you know the people, then like you're done, like you're good.
Oh yeah, big time. One
Yeah.
of the girls that I was working with yesterday, she actually moved from Texas to over here because she said that there was a lot more opportunity in the filming industry than there was
Really?
out there. Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
So yeah, it
Really?
was crazy to hear
That's
her
crazy.
say that. I was just like, I looked at her and I was like, what?
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, it sounds like there's way more in Texas.
Yeah, and she was like, no, she's like, down here there's a lot more opportunity than in Texas. And I was like, that's
crazy.
insane. And then
That's
she was
wild.
like, yeah, she's like, she's like, honestly, she's like, when I was in Texas, I've only gotten probably like one time where I was able to get on set. She's like, down here, I've already been on set 3 times.
Really?
And I was
yeah,
like,
and that's just
dang.
coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's good to know. I was like,
Because
that
everyone
gives
wants
me
to
more.
work. Everyone wants to
Yeah.
work down here. It's not like dragging their feet, oh, let's get a production. Like everyone's like so hungry for it, just to grow here in general.
yeah.
Because if you're here, it's even if you're set up, like all the productions that are set up and everything, they're not, they're wanting it to grow because they're here and they've invested it.
Yes.
They're like, all right, I'm already here. I put all this money down in this city. We have to grow it now. Like, and that's kind of
Yes.
the mindset of, I feel like everyone around here right now, like whatever it's like music or the film industry or like the businesses, whatever, everything is like really just really going harder than a lot of places for
Oh yeah,
sure.
big
for
time.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
love it because I feel like now that it's growing, it's because people haven't given up.
Yeah,
They keep
exactly,
on going and they
exactly.
keep on going. Because you do hear that negativity where people are like, oh, you come to New Mexico and you get stuck down here.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
that. And
yeah.
it's like, no, I don't think so. If
It's
you're
like, well,
willing
why
to
do I
do
get stuck
it.
down here? Because there's stuff like there's stuff happening. I'm not just gonna go somewhere
Yes.
that nothing's happening, then stay there. It's
Exactly, yes. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't think you're around the right people or doing the right things. Because
Yeah,
you
exactly.
could really you can make it out there.
Yeah.
And then not just that, but you could travel. You could go and put yourself in other places.
Exactly,
So
right, yeah.
like there's so much
And
opportunity out there.
That's the thing, I think, because I was talking with someone about this. I think the important thing, like, build it here, but don't, you know, it's not bad to go to other places. It's not like, oh, if you move to LA for a little bit or like, you know, half a year or whatever, it's like, oh, you're like turn your back on Albuquerque. No, it's like if you go there and bring opportunities back and like connect
Yes.
people and be like, hey, like we're doing a lot of stuff out here. You guys should come check us out.
Yes.
Like, and then if people see that people are also coming out of Albuquerque or out of just New Mexico in general and being like, oh, like they are doing a lot of stuff down there. Let's really
Yeah.
start working with them. I feel like it'll take off a lot. I mean, it's been taken off, but really it's like on that breaking point. It's like right there. It's like, oh, like it really is a reality, but it's not like
yes.
it's not really with LA yet, but almost.
Yes,
it's like really
it's
almost
getting
there.
in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
So
And then it's cool because like when I do travel, people notice me. And they get excited because they're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you're actually down here. So like it's so awesome to like see people get excited knowing that they know you, they know that you're from another state, and you go out there and you visit them and you support them.
Right,
And
exactly,
so
yeah.
it's really cool. Yeah.
yeah, just seeing those connections and seeing wherever
yeah, big
it's
time.
not. I feel like also some people like in big cities, it's really, I mean, it's obviously really competitive, but also when you see someone else doing, or like another city doing really good, it's like, all right, let's shut this down now, so we're not threatened by it. But then when it's up there, then it's gonna be like, oh, Albuquerque's on top, like, oh, let's get it, like Albuquerque's up there, it's on top, let's go work with them. But right now, it's like really at that level where it's a threat,
It's
but people
getting
don't
in
want to admit it yet. So
Yes.
yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah.
So you're really just down to do, like, you're going into modeling, going into acting and everything. That's like,
Yeah, so I
super-
do modeling, I do promo events, I do commercials, I do charities, I do music, I do the movie sets. Like I'm.
Do you think it's
everything.
all like doing a lot of this is really just entrepreneurship too? So do you
Mm-hmm.
think like being in these different categories and everything helped like each and every one of them? Like do you think like
Oh
the
yeah.
business built off of like modeling and also the social media and also the film? Like do you like how does it go hand in hand with each other?
So like just because people know that I'm a model, they already have the idea of, okay, she knows how to talk to people. She knows how to do like just the way I am now posing, you know.
Advertising yourself.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. So when people see that, they're like, okay, well, what is it that we could do to help one another? Well, this is something that you could do. Well, here's something that I could do. What ideas can you give me off of that?
Right.
And so all that in between comes together just because of me being the model and me promoting it. That puts it in one. And then just networking, because once
Yeah.
you get in there and you start talking to people, there's not just one person there's multiple.
Exactly.
So you stepping out of your comfort zone and being like, hey, what's your name, what do you do, who are you, you know what I mean. It gets it going, you know what I mean. It builds everyone, it brings everyone together. So
Right. Just getting to know people. Just
yeah,
really just wanting
yeah,
to work
exactly.
and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
then even like with that, because I do so much, they could have me for one thing and then be like, hey, do you think that you could do this for us? And then so it just brings it all
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, leaning on people when you can and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any last message you want to say to like your fans or anyone who's looking for some advice about just getting into all this industry stuff in general?
Never give up, guys. Even when you feel like it's super hard, don't give up on it. Even when you hear a bunch of no's, when you hit that one yes, it could skyrocket and take you places. I've heard probably about 100 no's, and then when I finally heard that one yes, that's what got me there. That's what really put me out there and was like, I could do this, and we're gonna do this.
I love that. No, that's great. That's great advice. That's so true. That's so
Yes.
true. Well, thank you guys for watching another episode. Again, stay in touch. Hit everyone up. We're all here to connect. So if you want anything, all the Instagrams will be in there. Just connect with us. And if you want to be on our next episode, let us know. We got you. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye, guys.